you all head back to since it is right on the other side of the bridge, you just hop, skip, and a jump over and head back into the balloon factory, which you were in, I think, most recently, less than an hour ago. And Duke Ikrand has, it seems, taken a little bit of a break. He is just, as you walk in, dumping one of the buckets of water over himself. His clothes still just stained in soot and ash from cleaning up the inside of this large balloon factory, which has been partially burned. And Clapperclaw is in here as well. He's doing something. He has a broom in his 2 large lobster claws and is more just kind of pushing ash and dirt and debris around on the floor than actually solving anything. And you can just hear him as you walk in. You hear the splash of the water from the bucket on Duke Ikrand, and you hear Clapperclaw kind of muttering to himself, "Well, I'll just fall down again anyway. What's really the point?"
You're doing a great job, Clap.
Oh, welcome back, friends. I think that is enough from me today. I was not built for this type of physical labor.
I totally understand. I 100% understand.
He's breathing pretty heavily. His big orange frog eyes are a little droopy. He's been at this all day.
Bodie is
Except
gonna.
when he was at the buffet.
Bodie's gonna go up to him and be like, "Oh man!" And he's gonna pull out a chair for him, pat him on the back. "Sit down, buddy. Take a load off."
Yes.
And he pulls out a chair and goes to sit on it. Bodie, what's your passive perception?
Big.
Really?
14.
Oh, actually, yeah. not bad. So you notice in kind of this slow-mo moment as he is starting to sit down in the chair, you notice that one of the legs looks like it was a victim of the fire, and he hasn't quite noticed that, and it's just one of those things where there's this tiny little splinter holding the leg together, and he is in the process of dropping down into the chair.
No, I catch him. I don't want him to fall. It'll ruin his day.
So how do you just catch someone who's in the process of sitting in a chair?
So he goes to sit. He goes to sit in the chair, right? And I see the structural integrity is compromised. And as he goes to sit down, I just kind of grab him by the back of his. Is he wearing a shirt? Is he wearing a frog shirt?
His. Yes, it's a frog shirt. He's wearing a white, soaked through and stained shirt that had one of those puffy, frilly necks, but it's just dripping and frilly wrist or ends of the sleeves that have been pushed up. And he was looking good at one point today. It's not now.
Yeah. So as he goes to sit down, because I don't want him to have to not have that comfort, as he's going to sit down, I'm going to grab him by the back of his shirt. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. No, but I'm gonna. What the fuck? I'm gonna lift him gently with the other hand too. Sorry, we're gonna have to put you in a different. Yeah, you were gonna sit down, and this chair is totally fucked, and he kicks the chair.
So you kick the chair and just break off the one leg that was hanging there by a splinter.
Well, now it is.
Oh no, it was fucked before.
That was one of the few good remaining pieces of furniture I had. Oh, never mind. You've done so much. Whatever.
Well, sadly was not. So, I could probably try to make a new one for you, though. But anyway, and he's just going to sit him down on the closest flat surface, be it a table, be it a counter, be it a whatever.
Just kind of because he is significantly shorter than you. He's about 4'8". So you pick him up.
400 pounds, so.
And just set him on the counter. And
little lack of decorum, but from one
Hey.
member of the court to another should. Thank you.
And you
The
watch
Green Baron has blessed you with calm.
1 luck point for using your title. And you watch as now that he sits, every one of us knows this feeling of the exhaustion all hitting at once as soon as you're able to relax and the adrenaline's down a little bit. He sits there and you just watch as he kind of just
An ADHD
deflates.
person just having a little sit down.
Just having a little sit down. He just deflates into himself a little bit.
Today's been a day, huh?
It's been a very, very long day. It started with a concussion.
I mean, to
Better
sleep,
than
I can count as
ending?
sleep.
With one, maybe? I don't know if I ever actually asked this. Wasn't much of an opportunity at that time. If you don't mind my inquiring, what exactly brought you to downfall in the first place?
An asshole rabbit. Sorry, was that my outside voice?
Oh, Agdin!
Yeah, that fucker.
Look, in my experience,
And he gives a gesture to you, Otto.
most Herringon fine folk, just trying to make it by like anyone, but Agdin, piece of work, but he has a good working relationship with Bavlorna, so we must tolerate him. Affairs of state are so tedious.
He's kind of an asshole.
Accurate.
I have every intent to kill him, so maybe you won't have to deal with that much longer. Won't be immediately, but that rabbit's gonna die by my fucking hand.
As you say that, he just kind of casually plugs his ears and goes,
You have every intent to continue being respectful to him? How wonderful and kind of you.
I mean,
You and
should
I have
be respectful. That
Matching
he's
definitions of kind.
He's an appreciator of music. You know, we should appreciate that about him. He likes the arts.
It's a fine thing, he's classically educated. I never knew that about him. Well, maybe he's not so bad after all.
Oh, just because someone's classy educated doesn't necessarily mean they're using it for good, so...
Fair enough. Well, as I said, your assistant, and I believe you're responsible for this one joining me as well.
He needed
Yeah.
something to do. He was going to throw himself off a bridge.
It looks like he's been working hard.
Yes.
there's a lot contained in the pause between those two yeses, and you pick up on all of it. But
Yes, he certainly has, and I'm very grateful for, and I recently received confirmation from His Majesty that the lumber for all future repairs and potentially even upgrades of the factory will be on their way. I am a frog of my word, and the balloon that was moored outside is not in new condition, but it is certainly a good used model. Pre-owned. I'm happy to give it to you all as a thank you for your services.
That is so kind, and I would hate to press you for further, or anything further, truly, but I'm afraid, despite being members of the court, we don't exactly have courtly quarters.
I see.
I'm not asking for your bed, just simply a corner of your workshop for us to rest our feet.
Well, I'm glad you're not asking for that, for I would not give it to you. I need my sleep. I am very particular with that bad back and all of that. However, I am sure that pallets can be arranged. They might be a little smoky, however, if you can tolerate the smell.
Prefer them that way.
You are welcome to stay. Oh, question. Do you know how to fly a balloon?
Before he said balloon, Wrought's gonna look like really tense for a second and like rustle her wings.
I didn't know that you could steer a balloon. I
Oh!
thought it was just you end up where you end up.
Oh no, it is as much art as it is science. Well, that is...
We would love the tutorial.
As you're asking this, Clapperclaw from where he is just, I know how to do it. I don't know why. I know how, but I am very confident that I know how.
We trust
There you
him.
go.
We're going to take him with us.
I will.
Clapperclaw, why don't you tell our good Duke here how to fly a balloon so that he can say yay or nay about whether or not you actually know how?
Yeah.
Can I take Leprechaun's broom and then take over very poorly?
Very small in your giant hands. And
Just
Clapperclaw,
with one hand using it as like a stick on the ground.
with his inverted gourd for a head that has the 2 X's that have been carved for eyes and a smiley face with a hole for the joint that is soggy and just kind of limply hanging there still, turns his head towards Duke Icrind, the coins or whatever it is that are inside his gourd of a head jingling and rattling slightly as he does so, and he drags his large claws over to the Duke and gives the basic rundown with, it seems, sufficient know-how that the Duke...
Yes, more or less. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, Bodie.
Oh, yeah, man, what's up?
I'll kind of pull Bodie away. Do you have an extra joint by chance?
Do I have an extra joint? He pulls it out of his shell. And fucking...
I'm gonna walk over to Clapper and replace the joint.
I do want to just, like, always remind you of it because it's so weird looking in my head. It's just this gourd. There's no facial response. It doesn't move. It's just a gourd sitting on top of this scarecrow. So you pull...
Didn't you guys put X's for his eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And a smile with a hole for the joint.
Yeah. Oh, for the joint! Yeah!
So you trade them out, the one that is quite waterlogged at this point, with a fresh one. Thanks. That does nothing for me.
Well, you look a lot better. Bodie, if you want, I'm sure you've had wet joints before. I don't know if you've ever smoked underwater, but I'll hand this back to you if you want to fix it up.
And I grab it. Oh man, no, it's totally fucked. Unto the earth, my brother! As he throws it.
You just
throws it
On
out.
the floor.
I was like, do you throw it inside?
Out
Or
a window or something.
it's
Flicks it out.
it's like a child, like,
I pick it up and use prestidigitation on it.
Wait. Rob,
And then I
that's
start
actually
smoking
amazing.
it. I just like light it on my own tongue and then start smoking it.
Wraught, you and Bodie would actually, you guys would make a great match. It seems. I walk away.
as this
You
conversation...
know, he's got a point.
He doesn't even have a round, not even a point.
Well, I think his geometry is just fine the way it is.
You hear me from across the room. Thanks, Bodie.
As this conversation has been happening and joints are swapped in and out and lit and enjoyed, the Duke has been gathering from a back room a few... They're not blankets. They look like they are more like pallet covers that were used to keep things safe in transportation. But he doesn't lay them out for you. He's a Duke, but he does at least get them out for you.
These are really
Otto's-
nice.
Otto's gonna go and start making everybody's pallets and everything, and just keep him busy.
Kai will help out.
I'm gonna go find like a box to sit on so I don't have to sit on the ground and there are no chairs left. And start paging through the big book of bad blood because I'm useless at setting up for chores.
Once it is sufficiently dirty again, I'll just lay down on the floor. I don't fucking know how to clean.
Melon, it's actually amazing how much worse the floor looks after you got that broom.
Literally just straight coffined on the floor.
There was a semblance of a pile that Clapperclaw had started, and you just kind of nice and evenly spread it back out.
That's all I know it was supposed to be done.
There was a big pile of dirt, now there isn't.
I don't know, you're making it go away.
At some point as Kai and Otto are laying out pallets, the Duke begins to... I see you, Bodie. Give me just one sec. The Duke begins to say his good nights, lights a few lanterns with non-magical coals, starts to look like he wants to start a fire in one of the hearths of the workshop and hesitates, thinks better of it, and decides not to, given the still smoky state of the room in general.
Well, please, at least don't make the place any worse than it. That would be very difficult. I'm going to go soak for a little while. Thank you all again for your assistance, and are you going to be departing, or will you be here when I arrive in the morn?
If we are here, we will be shortly departing after.
Well, this has been, looking at each one of you, a once-in-a-lifetime experience to meet such a diverse party, and so selfless and helpful members of the court. So, thank you very much for everything that you have done. I need a drink. Good night.
The door shuts behind him. Bodie, I saw your hand.
I gotta fix this fucking chair, man. So, like, I wish I had, like, mending, but I don't, because I have no magic whatsoever. What is this? But I have to fix this chair.
Fighters,
like
man.
I promised. Well, you know, I'm good at that. So I broke the chair, and I need to fix it. So, however that happens would be great. I just don't want to be a liar.
You tell me how that happens.
With a lot of love and attention, and I guess scouring for, like, maybe hammers and nails. And some glue.
2 nails and a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Bodie, can you make me an intelligence check?
Oh, no.
If he looks like he's really, really struggling, I'm not gonna actively get up to help. I'm not actually gonna, like, physically do anything. But, like, there will be, like, a little mage hand that comes along to pass nails over and maybe hold things in place.
16.
Damn it.
That is fine, and...
What do you mean, damn it?
A 1 would have been really funny. But you managed to not do the idea that I had for you, and instead do think, like, oh yeah, pieces of wood and nails, that's smart, rebuild it. If you had rolled below a 5, your solution would have been, well, just make all the other legs shorter. break all the legs, and now it's not broken anymore. It's just a shorter chair. But you're smarter than that. And
Dang it! For once.
You're smarter than that, and with a little help from a friendly mage hand, you manage to get. It's not a pretty fix. It might not even be a long-term fix, but it is a fix.
Okay, well. Yay!
So I have a question for you all. This is a logistical question. Do you all have any food?
No, we got some food from the inn before we left, like a couple days worth.
Unless Agden stole it.
But not all of our stuff is gone, only specific, like, magical things.
I carried a bunch of rations in all of my pockets.
Oh,
That
he has
doesn't
spare
surprise me.
cupcakes. He's got spare cupcakes.
And Otto still has food from the banquet. So, because we just left from there.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. So you all don't have to forage tonight. So that's nice.
But it's essentially just like a combination of weird snacks that we have.
I think we'll have to forage tomorrow for sure, though, because I don't have anything. I just have things to cook things. I don't have things.
It's like when you have a group potluck and everyone only brings the accessories. So it's just chips and mini cookies. But before you all settle down for the first long rest in a long time, is there anything you all wish to do this evening outside or from inside here? A number of the windows are still open, airing it out. It is perpetually twilight here in Hither, so the oranges and purples of the sky are filling the interior of the balloon workshop with ruddy and beautiful colors. The sounds of the swamp can be heard from outside, and the occasional tendril of fog makes its way through one of the windows before dispersing inside. Is there anything you all wish to do this evening? Any conversations or tasks?
Otto, once everybody's little pallet and bed are all neat and nighty for everybody, Otto's just going to deep breath and then walk outside to get some fresh air. It doesn't smell like smoke. And just take in everything that's kind of happened in the past 24 hours.
Hey, Wraught. I know this has been a pretty fun trip for you. You obviously seems like you've been having a good time. Sorry if I was in any trouble when I was knocked out. I have a little gift for you. And
Is this one of those things that we've been talking about where you keep giving people things and then they're forced to give something back to you?
No.
I've given you 2 things.
I know, and Otto talked to me about this a couple nights ago, about what to give people, and this gift, I think, is something that you can truly enjoy. Have fun. And I tap you on the shoulder, and you just become invisible. And I cast invisibility. Okay. You have an hour. Have fun. I walk outside to Otto.
I think that you cast this, and like everybody who's inside sees her pop invisible, and she's been holding the big book of bad blood just sitting on the crate, and you watch another page just slowly turn.
Okay, seems like you're having a good time. And I go out to Otto.
All right, so Gromp walks outside to where Otto is, and Wraught, we linger on you for just a second longer, since you have been paging through the big book of bad blood. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, Primordial, and Sylvan.
I am so glad so many of you were smart enough to take Sylvan. Maybe we should take Sylvan in a Feywild campaign.
I can't imagine why you might think we would do that. I'll tell you what. You know who doesn't speak Sylvan? Melon.
We need some people who can't. We need some people who can. We've got a good mix. So, reading through this,
common.
I speak one language, English, or 2 languages, English and bad English. This is full of scandal. Some of them are, you think they are scandalous with the proper context, but you don't have that context. So a few of them...
I'll definitely be looking for like ones that sound like Bullywug names and kind of making a little mental note of those. But also, I want to see if I can find if she's got dirt on her sisters, because we know that they don't get along.
Interesting. Make me an...
And Zybilna. I want to see if Zybilna's in there.
Make me an investigation check.
Can I make a suggestion as well? I wonder if she's got anything on Agden. Because I don't like that guy.
18 with 13 on the die.
Very nice. You don't find anything about Zybilna or her sisters here. It doesn't seem to be the focus of this particular book. Now, That certainly doesn't mean that there is no bad blood between or among those individuals, but just maybe not the topic of this particular volume. However, looking for bullywug names, you find no shortage there of scandal. So just a few that you see. The writing on this one seems to be fairly faded, so who knows if this individual is still alive, but Lady...
This turnover of the court.
Lady Hopsalot secretly hoards enchanted flies that she believes grant her unnatural longevity, but have been destroying her sanity in the process. And in fact, this particular collection of flies originated from Bavlorna herself out of boredom. Another one, Duke Crockwell, was caught in a tryst with a neighboring bullywug, Ambassador's spouse, leading to a piece of information that, should it be exposed, might lead to a diplomatic incident of severe proportions.
You don't say. And this is actually, you actually hear her say this, being invisible, sitting on her box.
There's one more that you find here. There was a knight gobblegut, who had an infatuation with the arcane. And despite his lack of skills, he had no lack of drive, and conducted horrible experiments. His family also suddenly started going missing. I wonder if the two are connected. There is lots of juicy goodness in here.
I need to get me one of these.
I'm gonna get up off the floor and maybe try and go fish.
Okay.
I need something fresh.
Okay. Absolutely. So you also head outside.
Past that, I'm just gonna go out towards the water. It's like, nah.
Before we cut the camera outside, Kai or Bodie, what about the two of you? What are you doing before hitting the hay?
Well, I haven't really gotten the opportunity to meditate in nature in a minute, and I think it would really help my sense of oneness and help me prepare for the battle ahead. So I think I'm going to go outside and suck myself into my shell, except for my head, and just zen out for a bit.
All right. So you...
This feels like a college party where everything is starting to die down and everyone's on the balcony smoking and finishing up drinks before we leave.
Pretty much. Seems that way at the moment. So, Kai, what about you?
Now that the whole place is pretty much empty, it's just Kai left in the building.
And Clapperclaw.
And Clapperclaw, never mind. And Wraught.
Well, yeah, and a book.
Now that, since Wrought's still in there, he's gonna look around, just make sure Clapperclaw might be out of earshot. Gorge shot. I'm not sure. And go over and sit down next to the chair that Wraught is sitting in. Just on the floor, or the box she's sitting on. And just lean over, put his elbow on his knees, big sigh. So, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a hot minute since I was back home. Yeah, I probably am wrong. But last I recall, the kind of shit that you could do, this kind of thing, kind of constituted sparks and the magical equivalent of a card trick.
I didn't make myself invisible. I didn't do that.
I know. I saw him do that. No, I'm talking about the whole melting a guy's brain with black tentacles. Or no, you melted the guy's brain with like thorns around his head, and then also some black tentacles. When the fuck did that happen?
You know what? It's been a really weird last, week. I mean, you were gone for 3 months.
3 months for you, so now they know it's shorter for you. That makes me a little bit even more concerned.
Yeah. Turns out, I suppose that being a rat catcher in the city doesn't promote personal growth.
But tromping around the Feywild does.
Maybe there's something in the air. I don't know. Some kind of vitamin I wasn't getting that's just like, hey, now you're a horror.
If it's something in the water, it sure hasn't hit me, because all I do is stab and run away like I always do. So, nothing's changed there.
Oh, no, trust me, it's not in the water. The water's horrible. I hate the water. It's not in the water.
That's why we have so much alcohol.
Maybe the magic's in the booze. The magic was booze all along, not friendship.
Booze is magical, but that's not the point. So you've only been able to do this for, like, a week?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I've just, like, I was always kind of a little bit fancy. We were always a little bit fancy, but, like, this is a lot of fancy.
Yeah, but that's like breathing fire and shit. It's not like I've been able to do that in a long time.
Have you tried recently? Minor illusions make it look like he's breathing fire.
See, I was really excited for like 2 seconds before I realized that wasn't mine. You're a bitch.
I just want to make you feel special.
I like reach out for wherever she is and like try to push her off the box.
You just get like my knee.
See, now you're just insulting yourself at this point.
You were the one telling me I'm super fancy now, so I mean, I don't know why you need to turn around and insult me after that. I've been working very hard. Do you know how hard I've been working? So hard.
Flip. So as you two continue to have this conversation inside, the camera cuts to outside as Bodie is the last to exit the house, or the workshop, excuse me, and shuts the door behind him. What do we see? So I know that, Melon, you were going fishing. What do we see? What does Bodie see Gromp and Otto doing when he exits?
Otto's just kind of staring up at the sky, and you see the crown antlers that Otto has, and there's kind of flowers budding on them, but also closing and reopening a little bit. It's a nice, pretty blue and yellowish flower that's there. And it's just staring. Hey, bud. And you see Melon leave. Bye, Melon. And then Gromp comes out. Hey, bud. And then Bodie comes out. Hey, Bodie. And that's it for right now.
Hey, Bodie, did I hear that you're going out to meditate?
Well, yeah, man. Do you need help?
Yeah. Otto, do you want people here with you, or?
I'm fine for right now. I mean, if you want to go hang out with Bodie, you can. It's all good.
As all four of you are out here, I'm not going to interrupt for long, just to let you all know a few things you see as you're out here. First of all, you see to the east, back across the bridge, past the King's Pavilion, past the sinking palace. You were able to see through the mist, just barely. You can see as the large storm cloud balloon seems to have been unmoored and is departing from downfall. You watch it fade in the distance and eventually get swallowed by the fog, just the occasional cracks of lightning inside the storm cloud balloon visible as it disappears in the distance. The other thing that you notice is the clouds above you. It is still twilight, but the clouds above you are sparkling, pastel almost in color. And there is a streak of pink and orange lightning that crackle through the clouds. The thunderclap that you're expecting almost sounds more like a cymbals rolling. And the first drops of rain start to fall. Except these drops of rain fall and float slowly. And as they land on your thigh, Otto, and Melon, as he sits down to fish, you notice that it is not water droplets, it's flower blossoms that are raining from the sky above.
It's pretty beautiful weather to meditate, Bodie.
You're telling me, man. I wish I could lay on my back safely. I can't. I'll find a good angle.
Wait, why can't you lay on your back?
I'll crush my whole ecosystem, my guy, and also it's really hard to get up.
Well, if you could... yeah, no, that's weak. I could push you back up. It's like it could be like a nice trust exercise, I guess.
Can you push 450 pounds vertically?
Yes.
I believe in you.
Insight check.
And they don't have to do the check. I truly believe it.
Adorable.
Hey, Bodie, I gave Wraught a present earlier, but she fucking hated it, so now you get the present. Yeah, and you're invisible, and Wraught is no longer invisible inside. Okay, have fun on your adventure.
Wait, what happened? What did you do?
And
who said that?
And what's wonderful is, because Bodie is large and invisible, as Bodie has settled himself, pulling legs and arms into the shell, as these flower blossoms fall, we just eventually see after a minute or two, as the rain of flowers intensifies, you just see kind of an outline of Bodie with the flowers all over him. Just the vague general shape.
That's meditation.
And you can just hear Bodie go, I'm having a really hard time finding my sense of oneness. I feel so cool. And kind of pretty too, man. Am I covered in them? Am I covered?
You are absolutely covered.
I'm like a rock of flowers. It's bitchy, man. It's bitchy.
Meditation failed successfully.
I'm pretty sure you can find yourself. You can be one with oneness if you can't see yourself. So therefore, you're all encompassing everything around you.
I'm sucking it up into my own image.
There you go, bud.
I'm absorbing the essence around me. And then he kind of, you start to hear him kind of fade off as he starts to mantra to himself.
Once Kai has his little conversation with Wraught, he'll probably end up wandering outside to sit next to Otto or anybody else that's out there, but just watching the flower petals fall.
So Otto, how you doing, bud? Is this the adventure you thought we were signing up for?
When Gromp asked Otto that, all Otto sees is every flashes of like killing the kid, falling down, seeing the evil version of himself, both versions, us losing the fight, but then seeing all the good things that we've done so far, and I was like, yeah, I'm having a good time. It's even better.
Can't help but feel like it's only coming up from here, right, bud? I mean, it's been kind of tough.
I mean, it has been, but what adventure is there such thing as a smooth adventure? Like, that's just like a normal task at that point if there isn't some type of trials and tribulations of things, you know?
Yeah, I think at that point I see Kai coming outside. Kai, speaking of adventure, how's yours been? Better now that we're here?
Well, if you guys weren't here, I'd still be at the bar. Or inn, technically. Which is great.
It was a great
I'm gonna
place.
leave it at that. This is not the first time I have been spirited away into the Feywild, my friend. Whatever weird Fey bullshit goes on in Waterdeep, like, for some reason they look at me and go, sick, you're mine for the day. I usually go back home. I wasn't too crazy concerned. But now I'm sitting here in fucking Downfall, which already beautiful, wonderful, soothes the soul, but also, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was thinking that about like the heads. Like no one really talked about that, but
Not even the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
no,
Nowhere
there's
near
no
the
way.
weirdest thing.
Nowhere near. How long have you been here?
I've been, this trip's been about a year. I mean, like, overall in life kind of thing. I've seen some weird shit. Look at me. I'm blue. I am a satyr now with the long tail. You don't get through life like a normal satyr.
That's kind of how I feel because I don't have a beard, so it's hard for me to get through life normally.
I'm glad
Is
your
everyone-
one day of being beardless empathizes with whatever I've got going on here.
Not only empathize, I think I can feel exactly how you feel.
Glad I'm not alone in the world. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Really quick, Melon, could you roll me a survival check as you are fishing?
Yup. I can do that. Survival, I'm okay at that. I'm really good at that. That's a 24.
24, wonderful.
19 plus 5.
Could you just roll me any die and just let me know odds or evens?
I don't have my D100 here right now.
It's any die. The odds are the same.
Evens.
Evens. Okay, wonderful. So, you, as this conversation is going on, you fish just kind of casually for a little bit. The first thing that you pull up is you pull back and it looks like a fish.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, you didn't see it. I don't have a fishing pole.
Oh, okay. So you're noodling
down there.
You're noodling.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
Well, then that high check was very necessary. So you see something fish-shaped swimming under the murky water, and whoosh, dash your paws in and grab it. And what you pull out is
Spears, like spears.
a gingerbread cookie. It looks like that's pretty fish-shaped. And as you hold it out of the water, the back or the tail flips a few times. But it is definitely a cookie. Its scales are icing and everything.
Alive, I can eat it. I'll put that away for a second. I'll keep trying to fish.
So with that high one, the next thing that you, as you reach in, grab, it's about that big. And just inch and a half. Looks like a goldfish. Exactly like a goldfish.
Oh. Doesn't need a chance to live life. Toss back.
And as you toss it back in, it swims off. But then you watch, because it is this vibrant gold, you're able to see it for a little while. And then you watch as it turns back around, swims back up to the surface, pokes its fish face out of the water. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab this one by the tail and bring it back. See if Wraught wants to have first go at it.
I love the way, physically, as a player, that you gestured to carrying it, like flopping it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
So, like,
That's
Melon,
exactly what we do.
Melon's walking back, holding by the tail this limp gingerbread cookie fish that is still flopping around a little bit.
Hey, Melon, good catch.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a fish from here.
And Otto, around you, as you've been talking with Gromp during this time about this has been a pretty cool adventure. It's been crazy, but it's been good. a small crowd of fireflies has just danced in front of your vision as you've been having this conversation, and they move like a school of fish, in that they move in beautiful unison in the air, and they flash in patterns, not chaotically, but sometimes the whole group of them all at once, sometimes from the start of the school to the back in a fading fashion. But as you're recounting this relatively positive experience, though mixed in with some negative, they just dance along, and once you're done responding, they disperse.
Oh, those little fuckers. Remember they were here back when we had the portal to the terrible room. No bad thoughts, no bad thoughts.
That was flies.
Those are flies, not fireflies.
Bugs are bugs, are bugs.
Bugs are bugs. What's the difference between a firefly and a fly?
I don't care.
One's butt's on fire and the other one's not. Hey, Gromp and Kai, can I see your wrist real quick? Cool. The flowers that were raining, I made a bracelet and put it on each one of their arms. There you go. I made one for all of them, for everybody. I had to remember how everybody's wrists are. I just kind of, from me holding everybody's hands and stuff, I kind of know how big your wrists are. But here you go.
I bet you could braid this into a Gromp's hair and then Bodie's back.
2 luck points to Otto for that.
Hey, Gromp, come here.
Yes.
Do you know what a weave is?
No, I'm not aware.
All right. I met this really, really nice lady that came to the carnival one time, and she had this really, really beautiful hair. But she told me that it wasn't her hair, that she had gotten a wizard to actually craft her some hair, and it was great. So she had like a mixture of like Pegasus hair mixed in, and it was wonderful. But what she did was this. Come here. And I'm going to sew in the flowers to your missing patch of your beard, because this is what I do. I fix things that are wrong with you and all of your fucking problems.
It hurts a little. Ow.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You started doing it really hard.
Sounds like he has something to work through.
Listen, I have to like make sure this taut and everything. It's okay. You get used to it, because like how my mom used to do my hair. Like if you move too much, it makes it a lot tighter. So I also used to get hit in the face with a brush because I was moving too much. But it's okay. It's all right. And we're done.
Be sure to show him how to scratch.
How does it? Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you. I love it, and I love this. I'll give Otto a true heartfelt hug. I'm really happy I came on this adventure with you, buddy.
Is there anything else anyone is wishing to do this evening before taking your long rest? Melon.
Present this fish to Wraught, because I know she likes to have the kill.
Thank you, I'm not hungry.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to go outside and smack its head real hard if I can find its head.
Melon walks in with this gingerbread fish, and then about 15 seconds later walks back out and just like a cookie, the head just shatters and explodes.
Melon, what the?
I think this is the sign that we need to go to bed. Good night.
Oh wait, Kai, I have a question for you.
Yeah, he'll do like an about face and walk right back. Shoot, sport, what's going on?
Gromp, can you go give Bodie his and Melon's and Wraught's little flower bracelet?
Yep. I'll make my rounds.
No, hang on. No, because you made them. They're gonna mean a lot more coming from you. For me, it's just like I'm just an errand boy and there's no emotional connection. Oh no, I thought you had to ask me to do it. Sorry. You asked.
No, I'd ask Gromp to take him inside. And
You think I look like an errand boy? It doesn't make me look like his bitch, does it? He's a monarch. You do what they ask. I don't know what to...
I'm asking as a friend, not as like my fancy title, which I'm still trying to get the use of. But can you go and take them inside so I can give them to them later?
Yeah, you want? Okay, I'll set them inside for you. And I head inside.
I have a question. And it's something that you said a few minutes ago. You are blue. And you have a tail.
Tail is new. Same way as your horn's new.
No problem. But you said that you're a satyr, right?
Yep, sure look like one.
Funny you say that, because you didn't look like the ones at the bar that Wraught played against.
No, it's fur's kind of all over the body.
I don't know. I think it's really, really cool, because I've met a lot of different people, especially working at the carnival and everything, and you're kind of different, and not in a bad way, in a great way, because it's kind of cool. Why is that? And I know the Wylde is different because I didn't come here with horns in my head at all, so now I have these, and I've never seen a rabbit with horns before. But why is that?
No idea. I've had blue fur all my life. Just always been covered with it. As long back as I can remember. Just always fur. Always is kind of blue-gray shit.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. And he's gonna point to your teeth, because you smiled at him plenty of different times that I've noticed. How come your teeth are so sharp?
I know that one. So I get my teeth knocked out a lot. It may be totally a surprise to you that people seem to like to punch me in the face quite a lot.
I can see why, but you're good people.
Okay. Thanks? Question mark? But anyways, whenever I get my teeth knocked out, mine don't grow back. Not anymore. And so Wraught will take out one of her teeth and then put it in my mouth, and then Melon will heal it. And so most of these are hers.
Give me a minute. My brain is processing that for just quite a second. So you're walking around with a mouthpiece full of teeth that aren't yours?
I mean, they're mine now. They're growing in my mouth just fine. Melon does the healing thing where it's like it heals it back into your mouth, but I can't apparently do it with my own teeth because you don't get punched out, you spit it onto the ground for really cool effect, and then you lose it. So
much, yeah.
I have to get a tooth from somewhere else, so Wraught will just give me one of hers because they grow back.
You spit
Honestly,
it on the
that's kinda
ground
cool.
for cool effect. I love it.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of brutal, and that's really cool. So if one of us loses teeth, Melon can just grow it back?
No, Wraught has to take it out of her own mouth, so she breaks out one of her teeth, and then you put it in that socket, and then Melon will heal it into place.
What would that look like if I had dragon teeth?
Like this, and he smiles, and it's still like, on first look, it's still like, oh, cool, like a bunch of sharp teeth, and then you go, oh, those are a little bit weird looking, kind of crooked, like some are kind of twisted a little bit. He still has like all of his flat teeth in the back, but the front are like, you should probably see a dentist.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Good talk, bud.
Glad we had this bonding moment.
We did.
Getting to know each other as friends.
Now I know not to worry if you get some teeth knocked out, then Wraught just rips out one of her own teeth. That's actually kind of nice of her to share her things. Still learning about her and how to talk to her. Because, like, I do appreciate the talk we had on the lily pad about her. And I'm trying to understand Wraught a little bit better. Melon's pretty chill. You're pretty open-ish chill. And so I don't feel that Wraught's just all the time. Because she's really smart. She's really smart and really nice at times. It just gets a little...
Consider it like this. If you had a person, a thing, a living thing, and you broke it into parts thinking like categorically you'd have like a body, a heart, and a brain, we like to joke that's how you can categorize us. I like to think that of our little powwow thing we've got going on, I'm more like a heart. I like people, I like relationships, I like understanding how they're thinking, what makes them tick, why they love each other. Wraught is like a brain. She's more of the rational area, not always meaning that it's the nice one because you need the heart to temper that, but the brain knows what the brain wants and the steps it's going to take to get there. Doesn't mean it's not going to maybe step on a few toes along the way because there's an end goal. Melon's like the body. He's just a fucking stomach. He can still kind of like go, maybe not hungry, I can think better because I don't have to like be in survival mode, but when Melon's hungry, it's fucking scary. So, for Melon's, it's as simple as don't be around him when he's really hungry. Otherwise, if he's full and he's well fed, he's just chilling. It's just vibing.
So Wrought's the brain, you're the heart, and Melon's the body.
Yeah, you can think about it like that. We just kind of personality-wise complement each other.
Melon is satiated by food, you're satiated by interactions, and Wraught is satiated by
Outcome. Knowledge, yeah.
You're a fun little group.
There's been way worse things used to describe us.
Huh. All right, well, I mean, that reminds me of how it is when like with my family, I've had other weird siblings and what, I don't think you guys are siblings, but more like co-workers and stuff. But the fact that a Leonin, a Dragonborn, and a Satyr are all kind of hooked up and it's like, hey, you're my person. I think we should work well together. It's kind of cool. So, and look at all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bodie is still out there, and there is just an outline of Bodie flowers.
He's invisible. So he's kind of like, he realized that this was kind of more important things. We just kind of crept over and just kind of,
keep in mind,
dusted the flower petals off.
Yeah, I was about to say, keep in mind, when Bodie creeps over, you see an outline, a rough outline of flower blossoms, just kind of sloughing off sections as he just...
Cool. And in that moment, I'm going to do an insight check on Kai.
Hold up. Before
Yep.
before we do PvP rolling, what are you trying to discern from Kieren?
Pretty much everything that he just told me in that 1 minute about Wraught being the brain, the body, Wraught being the brain, Melon being the body, and Kai being the heart, and how they work together. That last section of what he just said.
So, what about that are you trying to understand better? Are you trying to see if Kieren was lying? Are you trying to make a cognitive leap using that information?
Cognitive leap
Then
on putting it together.
Then I would say, given the nature of this,
When I said not siblings.
that isn't going to be insight. That's more going to be... Well, you already rolled really high on this before, on a similar check. So, let me actually toss this over to you, Kieren. Considering that the last time you had a conversation with Otto about this, Otto rolled a nat 20 on that check and had strong suspicions. What suspicions do you think, or what vibes do you think that Otto is getting out of this conversation? I don't think there's a need for a check here. No need for PvP.
I think that Otto is a good person in general. And not so much like, oh, he's trying to figure something out, but just like the three of them together are still bizarre and he doesn't understand how they fit. And the And that's why he told him about, like, hey, you know, we kind of have complementing personalities because they are all three together a little bit anomalous. So he's not particularly nervous per se, but just like, no one's really asked us these kind of questions before. You're weirdly invested, but granted, we're stuck in the Feywild altogether, so fair.
And I would definitely say that based off of this information, the way it's been said, Otto, you definitely feel not siblings. But there is a intense amount of connectedness between them, or among them. And the language that Kieren has used has frequently been that of sharing or distributing of qualities among the three of them. Which, again, just itches the back of your mind, and you feel like there's a question that you could ask. But the question is if you want to. Kieren.
After Otto asks all those things and kind of describes it, Kyle just kind of scratched the ground a little bit. Otto.
Yeah?
What is it you're really asking? Kind of seems like you're beating around the bush a little bit this whole time. Like, I haven't had anybody be actually invested like this before. And while I'm flattered, it feels like you're gonna keep digging until you find something.
It's more that I'm starting to trust you guys a lot more. Because we are a team. Okay? Me, Gromp, Bodie, you three. You're an anomaly to me. And that's not a bad thing. I think three of you are really, really cool. But there's something... And I've watched you three fight together. And it's like when you have a partner with someone and it's in sync without even discussing what your game plan is, it just kind of moves very fluidly. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. The part I'm trying to ask is, how does this all work? The three of you. You disappear for 3 months regular time because that's what we were generally asked to do, is come help find you. And it's like you guys haven't skipped or missed a beat.
Well, Otto, we have known each other our entire lives. We grew up together. We learned how to survive together. We're always right there for each other, so 1 year for me, 3 months for them is a blip in the radar. Sorry, radar doesn't exist. It's a drop in the bucket.
Anachronisms can be helpful sometimes.
Skrydar.
Skrydar. Yeah, there you go.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Well, whether the bucket's big or small or how deep the well goes, just note that I'm still your friend and I got your back regardless of what all this is. And just note that I think you guys are cool.
That's good. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone has. So. I think you're pretty neat too.
Well, thanks.
And then Kai's gonna get up and leave and go to bed.
So that leaves, still outside, Bodie and Otto.
Before I shake off the rest of the flowers, he's going to say, "Oh, well, that was really nice, guys. I'm really proud of your ability to stand together as a unit and learn where each other stands. Also, so I'm getting, like, one's hungry, one's cunning, and one's kind is what I'm getting, yeah. So, Hungry, cunning, and kind. I mean, that's a great combination. Fuck yeah. Also, way to lead that discussion, Otto. I'm really proud of you, man. Like, it takes a lot to ask the hard questions, and you fucking went there. Yeah. And then he's just gonna start walking over to where they're sleeping. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Oh?
Bodie, you're still invisible, right?
Yeah.
I'm just yeah, no problem. Thank you, Bodie. And then, I really appreciate that. Oh, and I have a present for you in the morning. So go ahead and be sure to get some sleep and some rest, okay?
A present?
Yeah,
For
bud.
me?
Yeah.
And the main way you know where Bodie is when he's not moving, by the way, is the wisp of smoke, along with, on occasional words like a present, a cloud of it that just appears.
And on his way out, he's gonna put his invisible hand on Gromp. Thanks for making me invisible, man.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And honestly, this can happen a lot more if you want. Like, I just figured out literally yesterday that I could do this. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know.
That could be really fucking helpful, man. Honestly, like, bound from place to place, yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever want to, just say something. Yeah, give me a shout. Have a good night.
Sweet night. Thanks for and you can kind of see the smoke as he walks away, and he kind of just stops you. Thanks for being my friends, guys. And he goes to bed.
You all... Oh, what?
Just something after they go to bed. I think that it's probably just kind of a vague cuddle puddle of everybody's weird, pillows and everything. But Wraught goes to bed and doesn't have eyelids, and makes sure that she stares at Gromp all night with her eyes wide open. So anybody who looks over, she's looking at you.
And as the camera starts to fade before you all get a long rest, once you've all gone to sleep, the camera just pans over to Clapperclaw, who hasn't been dismissed at any point, so he's just been sitting on a box, like, swinging his legs. Once all of you have started to snore, we just hear him, everyone had a heart-to-heart. That's fun. I'll just be here waiting for my head. And then it fades out and fades.
I didn't come out. He could have come to me if he wanted a heart-to-heart, but clearly he didn't care that much.
Look, sometimes you want someone to come to you and initiate the conversation, okay?
Sometimes you smell like rotting wood and you have to go to other people.
I love that this is
Sometimes you want
He didn't come to you, Ron. Like,
I love that this is the most upset Lauren has been, like, this entire campaign, is that the scarecrow
Bodie's
feels
whole thing
bad.
is therapy. That's his whole thing, and and now I feel and
So, as the really quick...
I want Lauren to have any luck points I might get in this future campaign just because she got so mad about the scarecrow.
Still with the ever-present twilight outside, the snoring and snuffling, you manage to get a long rest. Your first in downfall. Waking up in the Feywild is a little odd given the fact that the lighting outside never really changes. So it is just as ruddy and orange and twilight when you wake up as it was when you went to bed. But you awake in the burned out interior of the balloon factory. Clapperclaw has seen himself out at some time over the course of the evening, so it is just the six of you when you wake.
Thank goodness you're all awake. I've been awake for like 3 hours. Okay.
Have you gotten anything ready for us in those 3 hours? Are we
If
good
you're
to
talking
go?
about breakfast, no.
What? Can I ask what you did for the last 3 hours?
I planned, and I laid here. And I was really warm because I'm laying on top of Melon.
Ty's gonna roll over from under Melon, just like crawl out. Was it? How does he have so much fur? Is it enough planning for a montage scene?
Yes, but I'm gonna need you all to, like, pretend to change your clothes and then, like, walk in front of me and do a pose while I explain to you what our evil plan is. Get started. You first, Gromp. Go on. Walk in front of me and pretend to do a pose.
If I do this, is everyone going to, or am I going to do it then realize that I'm the only one that did it?
You're about to find out.
A gamble.
Okay, I comply. Walk out, do a little pose like this. Okay. What was the plan?
Okay, we're done. No, nobody else has to do it now.
Oh,
Bodie will.
buddy. I'm gonna do it, my buddy.
Yep. Bodie will too. Long necking it.
Is this helping? Is this helping, Wraught? Is this what you wanted?
Gromp, nothing you do helps.
It does.
That's not true, man. She
And-
didn't mean it.
That's it. Bodie's getting invisible from now on, not you. You didn't like it.
Listen, how are you supposed to admire me if I'm invisible?
Well, then, it doesn't happen anymore, so I hope you're happy.
So what is the
I gave you my
plan
instrument. I gave you my sword.
for the morning crew? What is the plan?
Thank you, DM. Wraught, what is our plan? Even the DM agrees, Wraught. What's the plan?
Just because Gromp got sassy.
I love the fourth wall break, though.
You fell for the bait. Just get
I
the
fell for the sexy bait.
So what is the plan for this morning crew?
I have Melon sit me on a counter so I can address my
I was gonna say, I'm
masses.
gonna have to wait for Wraught to get off of me.
No, I don't. All right. So here's the thing. We were talking about stealing from her the heart. We were talking about fighting her because Melon loves fighting people. But I
You know me
remembered
so well.
something very, very important that I don't know if any of you remembered.
Nope.
This woman removed all of our memories of everything so that we would clean her pool.
I mean, she's fucking crazy, man. And
She's
crazy
crazy.
powerful.
Yes, no, this is not something we can fight. Okay, I can make sparks and create crowns of thorns. No, you can't fight this. You can't fight that. There's no way we can win. And if you
So-
steal from her, we fight her.
Okay, so no stealing from the evil witch. We still gotta give her the animal corpses.
She's not a witch, she's a hag.
I'm still calling her whatever she is. Whatever.
So, we're very polite. We don't steal. And she makes eye contact with Kai. We don't fight. And she makes eye contact with Melon. And we're very polite. And she makes eye contact with the rest of you. And if we're very smart and a little lucky, she looks at Otto, maybe we can make some kind of deal with her to do something else later on where she will trade us all of our stuff that Agden gave her and Clapperclaw's head, because without somebody who can fly a balloon, we can't do anything.
You could have learned to fly the balloon in the 3 hours you were awake.
Gromp, I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you. She jumps off the counter, pulls out her knife, and starts to walk Gromp.
And right before she does that, the montage scene starts that gets them to the Florida house. It's like it does a click, 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 click. See,
No, it gets to the bridge with the heads.
So as the spicy little dragonborn hops down and let me at him, we fade out of that and we see as Wraught, holding the big book of bad blood, is standing on the wooden bridge talking with all of the bullywug heads who look absolutely...
I'm not going to make eye contact. I'm just going to be like, oh my gosh, you'll never guess. And like look at her companions like it's just like happenstance that they're standing there.
Did you hear that? Did you the scandal? Give us more. This is so entertaining. And the seeds of rumors have been spread as per your agreement with Sir Greycroak. And then we see the Wylde Things swimming into the murky lake with Wraught, as you said, surfing on top of Bodie, to get to the staircase that is in the middle of the lake. We see you all climbing this rickety wooden staircase 40 feet up to Bavlorna's cottage. We see as one of the miniature versions of Bavlorna, a little Lornling, greets you.
And asks your business?
And then escorts you back to Bavlorna's study. And it is there that the montage music ends. And
And somehow we're all wearing different outfits.
The montage music was a Benny Hill theme.
And we pick up with you all entering Bavlorna's study. Just as a reminder, this room is filthy. I mean, filthy. Dirty dishes, bits of discarded food, both of the vegetable and meat variety, that are in various stages of rot in here. The furniture in here is stained and smelly and seems to be perpetually a little wet, like it just never quite dried out from whatever was spilled on it. Pieces of upholstery that have been patched over numerous times, the original colors faded to gray. And it is in here that you once again encounter Bavlorna Blightstraw, this toad person of a hag with two large eyes that go in different directions as you enter. Her skin, thanks to you all having fixed her restoration pool, is no longer dry and cracking, and instead moist.
Say the M word. Say
and
the M word.
mucusy and moist. And her, as you enter, led by one of her Lornlings.
The visitors have come to see you again, ma'am.
She sits with jaw agape. Not in shock, just in, that's the perpetual shape it is in. And there are, you watch as a fly crawls into her mouth, and she...
Free snack.
Do you have what I have asked for?
And she gives just a dismissive gesture, and some of the clutter that had managed to find its way into the formless easy chairs doesn't disappear. It just gets mage hand scraped onto the floor where some of the plates shatter. A small saucer just rolls and spins on the ground as the seats are cleared for you.
Gonna nudge Otto forward.
Thank you.
And Melon, who probably is carrying the box.
Yeah, where do you want these?
Oh, excellent. Would you be a dear and open it for me?
Okay, sit down and pry it open.
Yank it open, some of the nails in the wood squealing in resistance as you do. And as you open it, you are hit with the smell of all the parts and pieces that have been in here for not sure how long. And she stands up, her long bowed legs and her overly long arms that she kind of holds up to her chest as she shuffles over that way. Excellent. And then one of her eyes stays on the box as the other flicks to you, Wraught, and sees the large book in your hand. And again, without really moving, she simply extends her long arm toward you.
I will bow my head and put it in her hand.
Closes her hand around it and brings it to her chest.
Well, you have upheld your end. I will ensure my lonelings deliver the swamp gas to the factory for you. You did well. How have you found Downfall?
Enrapturing.
It was kind of cool. It was really cool. Nice people down there.
Oh, hopping.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, that's fair. Hopping. As you respond,
I can do so too.
she retakes her seat again, just hugging the book to herself as a prized possession.
You all have proven yourselves very capable. Perhaps you would be interested in another job. You will have your gas, of course. I am a woman of my word. But if you were looking for further payment, I certainly have need of individuals more capable than the bullywugs or my little lonelings.
Would this be the sort of work that would keep us in Downfall, or allow us to pursue my dear companions? And she's going to wave at Bodie's missing thing.
Quite the opposite. It would require you to leave.
I think that we could be very interested to continue to serve. You give us such interesting and wonderful jobs.
My sister, Scabatha, she is not a good person like I am, you see. She and I have a strained relationship. I do not trust her. She has an item in her possession that I wish her to no longer have. A mirror. Break it.
What's in it for us?
What do you want?
We'd like our stuff back that Agden took. And in order to fulfill this quest, we'd need our guide to have his head back, Clapperclaw. He said that Agden took it. We assume that he probably gave it to you. It looks like a skull. Like antlers.
Oh. Yeah.
In other words, we may never make it outside of your realm. We cannot fly a balloon.
That can be arranged, of course. I should say there is a time frame. I would like her mirror destroyed within the next 8 days.
How long does it take to get there?
With a competent guide, to get to the fields of spring, which some call thither. A day, perhaps 2. But then you must get to her. She lives in a place called Loom Lurch inside the fields of spring.
If we do it in 7 days, would you be willing to give Octavian back his heart?
The elf.
The elf?
Why?
Because he is a valued member of your community, and having his heart back would add to the rest of the frogs down there.
Oh. 7 days for the head and the heart? Deal.
And our stuff?
Oh. I do not have your belongings. Agden gives some things to me as fealty, but I allow him to keep that which is useless to me.
Did any of our stuff go to you?
You would have to be more specific.
A bag that looks like, and I'm just going to describe the bag and whatnot, and a metal lock of some sort.
The lock, the key, the knife from Sir Tavalar, Gromp's, his hat and his musical instrument, and his beard. I mean, Kai's gonna list all the things that you had told us that had been taken from us.
But she don't really care about that, though.
She stands from her seat.
Wait here.
And she goes up the small staircase that you previously sneakily went up yourself, at least one of you. And you hear...
Bodie,
If I
can you...
sweat, I'd be sweating.
Bodie, watch Wraught. Make sure she doesn't fucking move again.
What? Don't move, okay?
I make eye contact and scoot like an inch on my gross chair.
Okay,
Scoot
I got
another
it.
inch.
You hear the sounds from upstairs. You hear movement. You hear a door open and shut, and open once again a little while later. You also then hear, once again, the footfalls of Bavlorna as she returns down the steps, carrying a few things. She's no longer carrying the book. What you do see is a stag's skull with glorious horns and antlers, excuse me. Clapperclaw was not exaggerating how wonderful his previous head
No
was.
wonder he was depressed.
She also has a lock, triple barred lock in her hand. And she sets them down on the table as she takes a seat.
This was the only item from you that I kept. I might be able to sweeten the deal with some potions, however. I'm a bit of a dabbler.
7 is a lucky number.
Do you have any sort of weapons? For example, Agden took one of my main that is very important and good for battle and left me at a disadvantage.
Simple weapons?
It wasn't a good weapon.
I do not. However, I have heard that you have found your way into the good graces of His Majesty below. I'm sure he could plunder his armory for you.
We'll let him know.
7 days for the heart, the head, and
she gestures at the lock.
that. Have we a deal?
Otto, you're the monarch. I think you have to shake her hand.
Otto's face is of pure rage Just Otto's kind of keeping his cool. It's just like, stupid rabbit still has my damn bag. Well, I'm gonna look at everybody. That sounds good. All right, and if you want to throw in some potions too, that'd be great too. You said that you're really good at it, so why not take some of or have some of your products?
She smiles to herself a little bit.
It might give us a better chance of smashing the mirror. Anything that gives us an edge.
Yeah.
Deal.
Oh, God.
And as you shake with her, you shook hands and made a pact with one of the bullywugs below, and there was a minor tingling that you felt, but this is full on. As your hands clasp, these swirls of energy wrap around both of your hands and squeeze them together for a moment. And we are bound. And she lets go. She then heads over to a cabinet in the corner of this room that has on a few of the shelves little potion bottles. And she grabs 2 of them and sets them on the table. Does anyone here speak Elvish?
Nope.
Then, Kieren, you recognize...
No, me!
Oh,
Dude.
and Otto!
Yeah!
The 2 of you recognize that they are labeled in Elvish, one with the word shrink, and one with the word grow. Eat me, drink me.
Huh.
I want to be big.
This one says shrink. And the other one says grow?
Otto, why don't you hold on to them for now? Wait, you have no bag.
I have no fucking bag, Wraught.
Melon's got pockets. He's fine.
Melon, don't drink these yet. I'll
Okay.
tell you to.
Bavlorna, as you gather up the few things, and one of you, I assume, grabs the skull as well, she heads to the door of her study. One more thing to hold up my end of the bargain. Come. She doesn't close the door, but as you all follow, you do hear the door shut behind her and see 2 Lornlings, one on top of the other's shoulder, as they pull the door shut behind.
How do I get those? I want mini-me's.
The world can only handle one of you, Wraught.
I can teach you for a prize.
Maybe when we come back.
That's what this price is.
Maybe when we come back.
She leads you back through the general way that you've come, through the horrifying kitchen that you've walked through before, that is just gore splattered. The red cap chef is not present at the moment, but the gore of her work remains all around.
The red cap is a genius.
There is in this kitchen, there is another door that you've never gone through. And she walks over to it, and it's a heavy metal door, honestly, and you can see the hoarfrost on it just from where you are. And she goes and just pulls it open, and it does swing open. It doesn't seem to be locked to her touch, and she heads inside the room. As the door opens, you see the cloud of cold air that falls and spills along the ground, creating this carpet of fog, fittingly, on the floor heading into this room. This room is freezing. and there are chunks of frozen meat dangling from the ceiling on hooks and chains. Along the walls, more meat stacked in piles on metal racks.
Melon and I are waiting outside.
There is
Are you holding me back? Hey, I want in!
No!
There's a small, frost-covered wooden coffer that sits in the middle of the floor. And Bavlorna squats next to it, again with her large toad-like bowed legs that just stick super far out as she just squats straight down next to it. Her formless clothing, and the cold in this room very clearly seems to be radiating from this box. And she flicks it, and it boom, springs open. And she lifts the latch, and inside,
It was in the goddamn freezer? God, I should have thought of that. Or else would have kept an organ.
It is the freezer. And as she plucks it from the coffer, you can tell as the cold mist that had been radiating from it stops. And even in just this short amount of time, you can feel the temperature start to rise. Not like it's warm in here, but when you shut a freezer off that was at negative whatever, you shut it off, you feel it start to get warm pretty quickly, especially with the door open. And she grabs the still beating heart. For a second, she regards it without noticing you all. Should have phrased things better, poor dear. At least he no longer mourns whatever his name was. And then she reaches her long arm out and extends this still beating heart. I hope it was worth the extra day.
Can we have the box to put it in? Take the box and open it.
Deposits it in there. And as soon as it's back in, by the way, and you close it, you can't hold this box.
God.
It is immediately freezing.
Okay, so I understand now. I thought that was a better idea of carrying it around instead of like out in the world, the fleshy. So does that happen when it turns into anything, any type of container?
She grabs the box and steps out of the meat locker. And as soon as she crosses the threshold with the box, it once again, or the box itself, stops radiating cold.
So it's like a power source.
Simple enchantment. Do
I want to
give
know
him
that kind of
my...
simple enchantment.
Oh, my dear, you can. You have arcane potential inside of you. You could stay here while your friends attend to my little business. I have so longed for a protege. A partner, even.
Unfortunately, I made a promise. But you do have a bullywug princess below you who longs to learn. Just a thought.
I like you.
I like you too.
The princess.
And she looks at all of you.
What a good day. Why are you still here?
I have no idea. Let's go.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks so much. Bye. Bye.
As you all hastily turn around and start to leave, we see...
Sorry, I got distracted by all the meat in there.
We see over your shoulder as you start to exit.
7. days, Otto.
When she says that, my right arm is going to just kind of tense up, and you're going to see this wonderful kind of like chain, elvish, like archfey tattoo on my arm now.
Well, guess we gotta break a mirror. Let's go! Give Clapperclaw back his head and get the fuck out of here. And hold on, Otto. And he'll like stoop down to look at Otto eye level. We will fucking kill Acton. That rabbit is fucking dead. But we will have to come back later because we're on a time crunch. But hey, we'll come back stronger. Maybe we'll be able to whip his fucking ass.
We'll scare him so much he cries. It'll be great.
Yeah. 7 days. We can do
7
that.
days.
And
7 days.
there are, on this little mark that is formed on your arm, there are 7 hash marks.
All right, cool. 7 days. We got this.
I mean, nope, never mind. I'm not smart enough to think of that. Low intelligence, yeah.
Well, let's just take all those. Oh god, there are so many stairs. I hate this. Bodie, if you lay down, can we ride you all the way down?
Why not, man? Fuck it.
How high up is it? I look over the edge and I seriously consider jumping.
Babylon, is there a quicker way down?
Okay, so could you roll me a d6, Otto? 1, 2,
She's
3, 4, 5, 6.
She is gonna fucking push one of us.
Yes, there's a faster way. It's called
4.
gravity.
1, 2, 3. Melon, as this question is asked, you just feel, as you're standing at the precipice of this staircase heading down to the swamp, you just feel your feet go out from under you, and whoop! And somehow your body turns as the stairs turn and twist and turn, just down 40 feet of steps, and from up a story, you just hear
I really hate it here. Sorry.
I am not okay.
Hysterical. That was so fucking funny.
We'll
And-
probably make our way back to the balloon construction place to give Clapperclaw back his head.
You retrace your steps that you just followed, and actually, you encounter him. You encounter
What did you say?
Clapperclaw as he's once again on the bridge. Melon, you wanted to say?
I was about to say, as he gets down to the bottom, you just find me just laying, floating in the water, looking pain.
Yeah, it's a very bruised tailbone right there, my dude. Or bruised tail. I mean, you're a lion person. As you approach Clapperclaw on the bridge, who is carrying the skull?
Bodie's got the skull.
As you all approach, and you see Clapperclaw, feet over the edge of the bridge, big bluish lobster claws just hanging, dangling, heads, gourd head slumped, the bullywugs still chattering and laughing amongst themselves. I cannot believe she did that. You watch this moment. So actually, let me ask you, Bodie, how do you approach?
I don't think he's gonna make a big deal. I think he's just going to very casually and very tenderly, holding the skull, approach.
You see as Clapperclaw turns and does a double take that you hear as much as see because of the rattling coins inside of his gourd head. And as you approach, is that? And he stands up.
Guess what?
No. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just runs over to you. And keep in mind, he's about 4 feet tall. With huge lobster claws. And he just runs over to you, claws clicking. Oh, and takes off the gourd head that he had and just chucks it into the lake. Fuck that thing! You don't know where that voice came from. Because there's no head. Just this headless scarecrow with these large lobster claws reaching up to you. Please, 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 please. Oh, it's been so long.
Do you want me to put it on you, or do you want me to give it to your hand, or what do you want me to do?
That's a bit of an intimate moment. Are you okay with that? It's a personal thing, but...
Yeah,
hold on. Wait. Funga. Okay. And he, like, kneels in this moment. Okay. I'm ready. There's no flash of light. There's no anything to signify that it has been magically rejoined to him in any way. But you set it onto Clapperclaw's shoulders, and you watch as a shudder goes through him. That terminates at his lobster claws that shake and click quietly, rapidly. And then this stag skull, large antlers, looks up to you, Bodie. This is so much better. Oh,
feeling good?
Yes. Like myself again.
That's wonderful freaking news. And he puts his arm out to get him up from, because I think he was on his knees. It's time to start anew, my guy.
And it's a creepy thing, because it is a stag skull, but unlike the gourd, which was inanimate, because it was a simple placeholder, this is animated to a small degree. And as he speaks, the stag skull does move and open and close. And even the eye sockets in Jack Skellington fashion do move to provide emotion. It makes no sense. Feywild. But as he looks up at you still, though the horns are large enough that even though he's still about 4 feet tall, the horns come up pretty high. They extend about 1.5 feet up. And I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Whenever you all are ready.
When he chucked the gourd into the lake, can I like quickly paddle it back out again and kind of like crack open the top, see how much money was in it?
4 copper.
Sweet, I'll take it.
As this is happening, I'm gonna sprint over to Octavian.
As Wraught is looting a gourd for its joint and 4 copper, we watch Kieren sprinting back over to the...
I'm gonna drag, oh my god. I'm so excited. Gromp, I'm gonna drag Gromp with me.
Oh. And I go with.
Buddy system.
The process or the route that you have to take takes you past the balloon factory, past the balloon that is there waiting for you, past the stone that requests that you say please, and near the big barkless, the tree and the pixies that you almost had a bit of a row with, and once again over to the group of large toadstools ranging from 3 to 7 feet. And you can hear the flute playing in the distance as you start to approach.
Gromp, I don't think you've met Octavian. He's an elf that lost his heart to Bevelorna. This is his heart, obviously, right here. I guess he was really sad. Now he feels nothing. We're giving him back his heart, so he's gonna be sick. Be cool. Just be cool.
Okay.
Octavian, you'll never guess what fucking happened!
Lovely heart, Octavian. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
That's cool.
I guess you can feel startled. That's great. That means there's nothing left. I got something for you.
I was going to say that was helpful information. That I
be quiet for a second. But my friend actually has something to show you.
Yep, totally. You open this box and the beating heart rests within. And he sets down his flute and looks at it for a little while. Thank you. I've wanted it back for so long, and now that it's here, I'm not sure that I want to take it.
You want to take it. I know you want to take it. We all know you want to take it. I think you're feeling fear for the first time in a long time.
If I do, and he looks up at the three of you, I'm going to feel it all again.
Isn't it wonderful?
I don't know.
Gromp, you've had your heart broken, right?
Yeah. I'm usually the heartbreaker, but Otto would attest to that. But
you've lost people too, right?
yeah.
But you're still here, and still moving on with life and enjoying things, right?
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't end. You're not gone. Having your heart means that, now I'm assuming based off the weird cryptic thing Bevelorna said, having a heart means you get to remember the love you felt for the people that aren't here anymore.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I get it, man. It's scary. But that's love, man. It's not... It doesn't always look like rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes it looks like missing. But we go on. Not just for ourselves, but kind of honor them, you know? They want us to be happy. Eat nice food and whatever else you like to do and shit. I don't know.
As you say, to honor them, you watch a quick moment of decision in Octavian's eyes, and he stands up and strides to you rapidly, as if concerned that if he doesn't do what he's going to do quickly, he won't do it. And so he almost tosses his flute to the side and stands up and walks over and grabs the heart. And as he does, it shifts in his hand from a elfin-sized heart to a smaller one with a different composition. And he collapses to the ground in absolute tears. And as Bodie, as you hug him, he just sobs into your shoulder. Claudia, I miss him so much. He's gone.
It's okay. We're here.
And he cries on your shoulder for about 2 minutes. Heavy, intense, gasping, desperate sobs of everything hitting him again. Every happy moment and every loss. All at the same time. And eventually he is simply tapped. And you can feel as he slumps in your arms. And he eventually pushes back and he looks at you, Bodie. Tears streaking his pale blue skin. And even as his eyes are reflective with the tears still gathered therein, he smiles at you. I missed him. And I still miss him.
You're gonna. till the day you fucking die, man.
Till the day I die.
Which hopefully isn't soon. Just like FYI.
No, I'm an elf. I'll probably outlive most of you.
Probably. Which, bringing that up, mental health, we need to prioritize it, so probably start journaling about all this.
It might also be healthy for you to get out of this mushroom patch. Recommendation.
Yeah.
Don't stick around the frogs. There's a whole bunch of weird nepotism and shit going on here. You may just want to leave Downfall. I have a great bar/inn to recommend that is now missing a bartender. An emotionally vulnerable bartender. Yours truly.
He pauses for a second. Why not? Been here for... I don't know. I think I'm ready for something else. And I can take him with me when I go. And we watch as Kieren briefly tells Octavian about the inn at the end of the road. We watch Octavian grab his double-stemmed flute, wave over his shoulder to the three of you, and stride off into the fog with a bit of almost a pep in his step. And then, from the distance, as the fog swallows him, you can still just occasionally catch those hints of the flute, but now playing a different tune. A traveling tune. One for new tomorrows.
Write that down, Gromp. Write that tune down.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Steal that, Gromp. Steal it.
A little while later, the three of you rejoin your compatriots and the remade Clapperclaw.
So, Otto still has to go back and see the prince because of our deal with him.
Mhm.
Otto's deal with him. Also, we are looking for more weapons, so Otto would think to go back.
I connected dots. Guess who's also a monarch
didn't
now,
connect
and who
shit.
can get into the armory? The prince!
Yes.
Otto, you return to the Sinking Palace. All of you return to the Sinking Palace, but Otto, you return to the Dauphin, now referred to as King Number 2. The one who was a prince, Gromp. And you give him, and he welcomes you. Yes, oh, wonderful, yes. I still need to get a little bit of information from you before I can complete. If you tell me what you wish me to write, it would be my absolute privilege to do so.
I wrote it down before we left the last time.
Oh, okay.
And I wrote it all down, then me and Gromp dipset.
Sorry, it has been a little busy and chaotic here, becoming second king and all of that. Give me but a moment. Mm-hmm. And but a moment turns into but a 10 minutes. And
During those 10 minutes, can I stick my snoot in the princess's room real quick?
It's currently locked.
I'll write a little note and slide it under the door. Guess who told Beth Lorna somebody wants to learn magic? Who was looking for an apprentice? Don't say I never did anything for you. The dragon. Slide it under the door.
The dragon.
You created a villain. You created your nemesis. You do know that, right?
She now owes me.
Yeah. But about 10 minutes later, King Gromp, passes to you a sealed or a wax sealed with no emblem on it letter. I do believe that I captured everything that you wished. If I may say, I took one or two linguistic liberties simply to give it a little bit of verve.
No offense to your original version, but we all need a little bit of help with certain things. If there's...
It's all right. I have one more. I want to. Well, first off, thank you for doing that. I really do appreciate that. When Otto grabs the letter, a tear is going to kind of fall out of his eye onto the wax seal. Thank you for that.
He very quickly, like, as you're holding it, he actually, and a tear drops, he very quickly rips out a handkerchief and dabs the teardrop.
Yes, there we are.
And passes the handkerchief to you.
Appreciate that. And he's going to, while he grabs it, he's going to look at his arm again with the 7-day mark. Question. Since you are now king, congratulations.
Yes.
We are on another quest, and unfortunately, we ran afoul of another Harangon that stole a lot of our stuff. We're going to need some more weapons to help us through this journey. So, is there any way
I should
get us
have
into
to
the armory?
ask my father?
No.
You don't. You're the king.
I don't have to ask my father. Yes, of course.
And he grabs another piece of parchment and scribbles on there far more quickly than he did with you, and passes it over to you. And as a writ for allowing you to select a certain amount of items. And after the session is over, we can deal with that. But just for your information, you may each select up to 50 gold value worth of non-magical, simple or martial weapons. Things like clubs, daggers, great axes, great swords, all of that.
I believe that should be sufficient for your needs.
Yes, it will, and I'm just going to give him a hug.
Oh, we are hugging. Yes. Yes, quite
You
good.
earned it.
Quite good. Yes, that is.
And he does reciprocate gently, but then he kind of like,
there we are.
pushes you back just a little bit.
That's a safer distance for that. Otto, Ambassador, it has been a pleasure, and I do hope that we meet again. Safe travels.
Yeah. And good luck.
And also, you might want to get a poison tester. Just a thought.
I'm sorry?
Bye!
And as that said, we fade. And we now see as the 7 of you are escorted by Duke Ikrind to your balloon. He helps get it set up. The swamp gas has already been delivered and put in place. It is ready for you. Clapperclaw is there waiting in the basket as the 6 of you climb on. We watch as the balloon lifts from the murky lake and begins to give you a bird's eye view of Downfall. You see the waterways, the huts, the nobility of Downfall. You also see a small bullywug sprinting away from Downfall, with several armored bullywugs shouting far behind, "Red Gator!" as Morgort makes her escape. Downfall begins to shrink and fade away as you float higher and higher into the air and off to the fields of spring.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Wild Beyond. The Wylde Things are played by Mav as Otto, Joe as Wraught, Lauren as Bodie, Morgan as Melon, Devon as Gromp, and Sarah as Kai. and Ethan did all the other stuff. Until we see you next time, stay wild.